Good morning. So, one quick way to get started today, one quick way to know what to do today to get started and get the results you want without self-sabotaging. So, if you're coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, put a replay in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions on this as well. It's a real quick and simple one. But it's, hey, Pauline, it's based on a study. And I've talked about this before, where they ask people to visualize themselves or just think of themselves, and a part of the brain lights up. Hey, Joss. Then they ask people to think of a stranger, and then a different part of the brain lights up. Then they ask people to think of themselves achieving their goal. So if it's a health and fitness goal, it could be a work, career goal. So then they ask people to think of themselves there. And then they looked at what part of the brain lit up. And the part of the brain, in 80% of the people, was the same part of the brain which lit up when they thought of a stranger, which means that they can't actually recognise themselves hitting that goal, which is a big thing, because if we're never actually believing it, normally our actions don't align with it. So here's one thing you can do instead, is to imagine you've hit that goal right now. So imagine you're there. What would that person do? What would that person do daily? What time would they get up? What would they eat? Would they eat 3 meals a day? What time would they go to bed? How long would they exercise for? Because these are the habits that you're going to need to be doing to get that result. Now, you can either then go two ways, and this is key. Either say, you know what, actually that's quite a big goal. I'm just going to lower my expectations. Or just pick one of those habits today and start tracking the progress of that habit, because you know that those habits will lead to the outcome. So if you just start doing those habits, even if it's one of them, pick one of them today. So we're not procrastinating. So it's not like, and pick the one that you're actually going to do. It's got to be a small step. Pick that one and get started. It's a bit like what I talked about yesterday with writing the new program that we're doing with comfort eating and snacking and getting control in that. We've got so much stuff that works really well, but putting it in one place and organising it coherently is a procrastinating task for me. I would go, oh yeah, I'll do that another time. Oh, I'll just plan it. Then I sit down and think, yeah, I can plan it. But then I've got to plan the whole thing. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. I'll do it later. I've got X, Y, and Z to do. But if I just start and say, right, I'm going to plan day one, all of a sudden I'm off. And it's the same when it comes to our health, fitness goals. That's why we have the 5-minute workouts, the 10-minute workouts, so that you can get them done. Because once you start doing the things, the habits, and start tracking the habits, you know they take care of the results. Then we've just got to quite simply trust the process. And that's a really simple way to think about what I'm actually going to do today. Because otherwise we can jump from diet to diet. Low carb, it's not the right time. It seems too far away. And you might be thinking, yeah, but what's the most important now? So we always have more questions, right? Morning, Paula. We always have more questions. So we're like that voice in our head. Yeah, but what's the most important? I feel like exercising, but should I be doing more on the food? And you've just got to do the one consistently that you want to do right now. Because I got asked a question yesterday. What would you say is most important between if I had to change my nutrition or the fitness side of it, but I was only going to focus on one? And my answer is actually not based on results, but at least relationship with food, long-term results rather. So nutrition will have probably a bigger effect short-term in terms of fat loss results that way. But you've got to think of the bigger picture in terms of how you feel and the habit. So if you can get into the habit of exercising and you're flooding your brain with endorphins, you then feel better. And by consistently, I don't mean just doing it for a week. Like, once we start, just do it for today. Just do it a day. Start with a day. But once we get into habit and routine of actually exercising, that becomes relatively easy. And like someone said the other day, like, I want to treat my body well and reward myself, not with eating X, Y, and Z, but actually rewarding myself and treating myself by going to bed at a certain time, exercising, because your body thanks you for it. It does give you energy if you do those things. And it's reminding yourselves of that in terms of, I've kind of got an option. How do I want to feel today? Do I want to feel good, or do I want energy or not? And our brain will want to go, why am I so tired? Like, I'm just be stressed about being tired, when actually if I just trace steps back, stayed up later than I should have, XYZ, we all have a strategy for it. So I hope that helps. Anyway, quick take home from today: visualize where you want to be and how you want to look, how you want to feel, what you want to be doing at that time. What does that person do? And then pick one of those things and do it today. And I'll see you soon. Take care.